here's the thing. Mitchell Trubisky and the Bears are now 7-3 in the last 10 starts, including 4 straight wins, okay? Now, all week, last week, you guys have been a little non-committal. I'm talking Kay, Kyle, you guys being our resident Chicagoans? Chicagoans.
Yeah.
Okay, Chicagoans.
Chicagoans.
All right. So has your perspective changed on the Chicago Bears after last night's performance?
It was just a huge test. It was, there's a lot of buts, which I'm sure you'll get into. And I said, you have to beat the Vikings because their defense is looking awesome. You have Danielle Hunter and you have Everson Griffin looking amazing. Win at home under the bright lights.
What was the analogy you made then?
I said that it was like, what did I even say about moving in with your boyfriend? But I was like, I'm not going to move in with my boyfriend. I love them. We're having a great time, but I'm not moving in yet.
But you're in a relationship
now. Well, that's what I said before.
You're keeping your place.
But no,
okay.
But let me. Okay. Yeah, that's what I said. There you go.
Okay.
Perfect.
So how do you feel after the Vikings? Like better, trust them, moving in.
But I'm keeping my place.
Keeping your own place.
Yeah.
Okay, that's smart. For me, it's a question of trust. The Bears. Like I'm in a good relationship, but like. I'm sneakily checking their texts and looking at their browser history and all that stuff. Like I want to see what they're up to. Here's what I feel. There's a party going on with the Bears.
Sound like a guy I really want to be with.
Listen, mine are getting, and I know there's a secret one for deleted text. You got to go to that one too. And deleted pictures. You got to go there. But there's a but. The but for me is Trubisky still makes me nervous. The defense is great. Mac is incredible. I just feel like the problem yesterday was the question of optics too, because I watched the Saints all afternoon.
Yeah.
And just eviscerate the Eagles. And then the Bears come on right after that. I'm like, well, they're not even close to the Saints because no one is. So I feel like I'm at this party, this Bears, but I'm like, my mind is on like the paper I have to write or the job the next morning because I'm a little concerned about Trubisky in big moments. The but was they won a big game, they passed the test. Trubisky threw a couple of bad picks, and I don't know if he's Rams caliber, Saints caliber, that type of deal. That's where I'm at.
Triggs, break this down for me because they're well ahead. Who would they even face if this keeps going this way?
If they were to be the 3 seed, because let's say the Rams and the Saints in some order are 1 and 2. If they were the 3 seed, they would host a playoff game in the wild card round.
Yeah.
And probably play the second wild card team, which could be the Vikings, the Seahawks, the Packers. They would have a home playoff game. Is that what's, for you guys as Bears fans, what is a successful season? Is having a home playoff game and an opportunity to be the 3 and win the division good enough?
I don't think they're winning the conference. I think the Saints are. That's just what I think. That's what I thought all along.
Yeah, it's a question of expectations. Or if they win the division, get a home playoff, it's an amazing. But you always want more. I'm not going to be satisfied. Say, that's great. We went to 10-6. We got a playoff game. I want to win the Super Bowl.
Can I offer a counter to both of you guys? And I kind of touched on this earlier, but last year we watched the Eagles win games week after week, and there was always a but. And then when Wentz went down, it was a but. And then we woke up the Monday after the Super Bowl, and the Eagles had just won a Super Bowl, and we weren't and we missed the whole thing because we were doubting them the whole time.
They were blowing teams out every week. Totally
Even without Wentz?
Yes, they were blowing teams out 30 points 9 times.
I just don't want you guys to not appreciate
that with Trubisky.
And one day wake up and be like, wait, I just had that one of my lifetime Super Bowl season, and I spent the whole time saying,
You're advising your little sister on the show to move all my stuff into this dude's apartment who are having a great time.
I would say enjoy the ride.
Sometimes doesn't show up. Sometimes leaves me waiting at restaurants for him. Sometimes doesn't text when he's out with his friends and I can't find him. That happens every 2 or 3 weeks, but you want me to move in, get rid of my lease.
This got deep.
To the wind?
Not have my apartment. Yeah,
great date last night.
I don't think that you
This just got real.
Great date.
That is I think what Peter's saying is you guys have a drink.
It's not even
have
a great date. It got serious last night.
Yeah.
It got serious. I'm moving in, but I am not getting rid of my old place.
I got you.
I don't know if I'm telling him that I'm keeping my old place, but I'm absolutely still
playing with
rent
the analogy. I'm basically saying, like what Kyle's saying, you know what? You're going ballroom dancing? Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Have fun. Because guess what? At some point, you're going to be old and you're going to be married. You're going to look back and say, did we not enjoy our 20s and 30s? That's what this
We're
team
supposed to
is.
be dancing like no one's watching.
Yes!
Are you getting your mail at the new place? That's the real barometer
put
whether
your
you live there or
toothbrush
not.
in
No,
the
the toothbrush.
new
We're
place?
well past toothbrush.
Toothbrush is there.
Government mail is it going to the new place?
They signed. They got Khalil Mack and the toothbrush is
Yeah, that's
that
easy,
happened
right.
already. I don't know if I'm getting my mail there.
Then you're not really moved in. I've been through this. If you don't get the mail, you don't live
honestly,
here.
talking football, they could win. They could win a playoff game as a Bears team. They could win. Then maybe they play the Saints or the Rams in their building, and the Rams haven't won a big playoff game yet in their season. And the Saints, they were amazing team, but defense does sometimes beat offense. I think this team is believable. I don't know if I'm all
I believe
in.
I'm in. I have
No, they
to
got
be in.
Wilson, you've been quiet.
I'm
What
going
do
to
you
start
got?
dancing while nobody watches. I like that.
All right.
I'm loving these relationship analogies. You know, you learn a lot from people when they talk. I'm hearing you talk over there about relationships. But here's the thing. I would say this. When it comes to the Bears, I have recency bias. And I do it all the time on the show. Because as a player, we're always taught, take everything for what it is. If you're playing good in the moment, then expect to play good the following week. And right now, the record says such. And I do feel like they're going to run away with the North, even though we have faith in the Vikings and Stafford is still there and Aaron Rodgers is the GOAT. Oh, forget all that. Mitchell Trubisky, in that defense, they're playing at a high level. And the things that he's making mistakes on, he can clean that up. I'm not going to say that they're going to make it to the NFC Championship game, but they are a playoff caliber team. And if he cleans up a few little tweaks, yeah, they can give anybody a run for their money because their defense is that good.
I think they should get to the NFC Championship game. I could see that.